Cleveland Browns are 0-1 to start the season. Lost to the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Flacco, he had an up and down day. The Cleveland Browns had a chance to win. They didn't pull it off, and they lost to a divisional opponent, which is the Cincinnati Bengals. And my question is, how long will the Cleveland Browns stick with Joe Flacco before they realize it's time to make a change? It's time to do something different at quarterback. How long will the Cleveland Browns stick with Joe Flacco? The 40-year-old, 85th year quarterback. Because it's a strong possibility. It's a strong possibility the Cleveland Browns will start this season off 0-4 with the Ravens up next. You know, that's who the Browns got next. It's a strong possibility that they will end 0-4. I see the first win coming possibly with the Detroit Lions if they can get one. You know, and the problem with Joe Flacco and continue to have him as the starter for the Cleveland Browns is there isn't any upside or any plans for the future when it comes to Joe Flacco being the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. So him continuing to play quarterback and they not winning no games is insanity. Now, I predicted Joe Flacco to throw the towel in by week 4 or 5, but I never thought about the Cleveland Browns actually starting off the season 0-4. Now, as I look at their schedule and they lost this first game, it's a strong possibility. Remember, the first 4 to 5 weeks will be Joe Flacco's best that we get from him. That is the best we're going to get from Joe Flacco. Fresh legs, not too much wear and tear going on, just starting to take hits. That's when we're going to get, that's when you will see the best from Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco will start to wear down after week 5. Just based on his age and the amount of time and games he's played in his career. That's how it goes as an old man in the NFL. So after Joe Flacco starts to wear down, wear and tear, week 5 comes around and he starts throwing the towel. What's next? What comes next, Drees?
Man, listen, week 5 is the week they play in London, and he will not be the starter in the London game. They're gonna switch up before that because he's starting off 0-4. You got Ravens, Green Bay Packers, and the Lions. They're gonna be calling for the next person, man. And then, like, you know, a lot of times organizations feed into the media, feed into the fans, and they're gonna have to make that change. They're gonna have to pull it from Joe Flacco because he ain't gonna be. They want to put up a little fight at least. And of course, you got Shedeur back there waiting and Dillon Gabriel back there waiting. But Dillon Gabriel will be a starter for that London game in week 5. I guarantee it right now. I'm saying it right now. Saying it first.
Week 5? Week 5? Yeah. Yep. You're saying it first, huh?
In London.
Hey. But yeah, like you said, man, Dillon Gabriel, he will get the first opportunity. There's nothing we can do about that, man. Dillon Gabriel will get the first opportunity when after Joe Flacco is relieved. But how long will Dillon Gabriel's opportunity last before Shedeur Sanders is given a shot? Because if Dillon Gabriel doesn't seize the moment, they don't have any choice but to give Shedeur Sanders a chance. And my predictions, I can see the Cleveland Browns giving Shedeur Sanders a chance by week 8, week 10, something like that, you know, by my calculations. You know, the Browns are a bend but don't break team kind of team, right? You know, no matter who's that quarterback, they will be competitive in most of their games. You know, maybe even finish with a winning record, no matter who's that quarterback. But Dillon Gabriel, man, he can play quarterback, right? As, you know, let me use Cam Newton's terms, right? As a game manager, you know, with basic concepts and passes under 20 yards. But asking Dillon Gabriel to do what Caleb Williams had to do today, go out there and win these close games or maybe make key plays in situational football. I think that's asking a little too much for Dillon capabilities. That's just my opinion. He has so many things going against him. First, his size, you know, he's very small along with his athletic ability, right? His athletic ability makes him vulnerable. Vulnerable to the point where it could be hard for Dillon Gabriel to withstand tackles from, you know, these big old 6'5", 300-pound defensive linemen. And that can be a major issue. You can't be small and prone out here because everybody's big, strong, fast, physical, athletic. It's the best of the best. You know what I mean? So, what do you say? Week 5? No more Joe Flacco?
No more Joe Flacco after week 5. That first 4 games, that's tough right there. And they're going to want to see change. They're going to want to see change over there in Cleveland.
They're going to want to see change. And it's going to start from the fan base. And they're gonna voice their opinion, and they have every right to. You got 2 quarterbacks that everybody wants to see or waiting to see besides Joe Flacco. Only matter of time before everyone starts to voice their opinion, right? But I do really believe that Shedeur Sanders will get his chance to shine. This season, his rookie year. But like a lot of other player situations, he needs a little help. First to get there, like we talked about. So many players' careers are made from opportunities that arise because of another player's mishaps or just unfortunate circumstances, right? Everybody knows Tom Brady's story, and it's very relative to Shedeur's situation. Brady was given an opportunity, and he took full advantage of it and became a seven-time Super Bowl champion. 7-time Super Bowl champion. And y'all know my story. You know my story if you've been rocking with me. 4th rounder, drafted with a 2nd rounder at the same position in the same draft class. I finally got my opportunity and the rest is history. Some players are given their positions like the 1st rounders and 2nd rounders, while late rounders like myself, Tom Brady, and Shedeur Sanders, we have to wait for the coach to take a chance or feel like we deserve that opportunity. And when that opportunity comes, you just have to seize the moment. Life isn't fair. Everybody doesn't get afforded the same opportunities and chances in life. You have to create your opportunities and create the life you want to live, basically, in this world. And that's what it's going to boil down to, waiting for the opportunity, staying humble, staying grounded, grinding it out. But the Cleveland Browns can't continue. It just wouldn't make any sense to continue to have Joe Flacco at quarterback and losing and, bringing the aura down and around the team and facilities that, because he's not going to provide nothing, especially if he's not winning. He's not going to provide any energy, nothing vocal. He's just a laid back, older type of quarterback. He really wanted to mentor and coach the other guys up, but they're forcing him to be on the field right now. And he's like, y'all paying me $4 million. I'm fake it till I can make it. Fake it till I make it.